marshals, they're trying to control everything. 700 people work on this racetrack to keep it fluid and functioning. And they did a great job clearing the track up and fixing those barriers, didn't they?
They absolutely did. They absolutely did. Oscar Piastri equals his best results in Formula One. Charles Leclerc gets a hug from Prince Albert. I think he's crying too. He equals his best result in Formula One too, but you know, some races are more equal than others. And here in Monaco, it's time for the Italian and the Monegasque national anthem. Oh, well, I say that, it is. I forget, of course, they present the trophies first here, don't they?
Yeah. He's a very nice man, Prince Albert, with an encyclopedic knowledge of Formula One. And a tear in his eye, as you pointed out.
I actually did. I was fortunate enough to have a conversation with him once. I asked who was he cheering for the race a few years ago. He said, I tend to root for the hometown drivers. I said, well, they all live here. Get off the fence, please. There was only one, I think, hometown driver he was really rooting for today. Princess Charlene presents the medal from the FIA. Seems like very much a local celebration for the world here, the world of motorsport. Oscar Piastri, round from down under, hoping to emulate Sir Jack Brabham. Another, of course, Australian winner. The first time an Australian had won here in Formula One in 1959. Andrea Casarivi with the trophy for Carlos Sainz for finishing third.
There's more.
The constructors to go. Presidents of the Automobile Club de Monaco. Leclerc hasn't finished outside the top 4 this year. Sainz hasn't finished outside the top 5. A day of celebrations here, but there's consistency for Ferrari on a race day that we certainly didn't see last year. celebrations begin. It had to come eventually, Martin. Surely it had to come eventually, and finally Charles Leclerc can deliver a Formula One victory in his hometown.
He's been supremely confident all weekend, hasn't he? Driving beautifully, hasn't run into anything, peaked at the right moment for pole position, controlled the race perfectly, and his reward is, and he was talking about his father, who he lost quite young, and that is why I'm pretty sure he was welling up as well with a couple of laps to go, as he explained. And not now, Charles, he said, but he obviously talked to himself while he's going around there.
And that is the first bottle of the sparkly stuff that Charles Leclerc will be exposed to tonight. These are celebrations that are going to go on for a while, and why not? Prince Albert is joining in with the spraying of the bubbly. He might have started a trend there. Fabulous for Ferrari, champion for Charles, wasn't it? Leclerc on top of the Monaco Grand Prix.
Not a dry eye in Monaco right now. I'm not sure who's more emotional, Prince Albert or Charles Leclerc, but absolutely lovely, the moment of his life. He's been here since, well, forever, hasn't he? He's been here, was born here, raised here, and today he will have achieved that lifelong dream to win his home Grand Prix, standing in front of local royalty on the top step of the podium, able to celebrate with the champagne, paying homage as well to his father, of course, passed away back in 2017. A really emotional moment for Charles Leclerc, a really important one for Ferrari. That is now 3 winners outside of Max Verstappen and Red Bull this year, and just whisper it quietly, perhaps if we see this pattern continue over the next couple of races, there is a championship on our hands. Red Bull will have something to say about that. Their car just quite simply didn't suit the streets of Monaco. The suspension on the Red Bull a little too stiff. They couldn't ride the curbs like the Ferraris or the McLarens, and as a consequence, Max Verstappen finishing in 6th, and of course the DNF for Sergio Perez. But for now, all about that man. We know where he's going this evening. There'll be a queue outside Jimmy's nightclub, that's for sure. That looks like where he's going to be ended up, imploring the whole of his team to stay with him. But there will be partying until the wee small hours, there's no doubt about that. Great stuff. We'll let him continue. We'll react in a few moments' time. Next up for us in a fortnight's time, Canada.